poor girls get raped over there and stuff. We would be thinking like it's girl on girl action.
Yeah.
We're like, no, other COs are doing this. So there's something I want to touch on. I've always wanted to touch on this. They say the apple don't fall from the tree. Mm-hmm. My mother did prison time, right? So my mom did 8 years. Mm-hmm. She did it all in LTI, Louisiana. She came home with a kid. We didn't understand that.
Yeah.
To meet your mother after all this time being in foster care, and it was like, oh, we're so excited, you know what I'm saying? We get there and stuff, and then there's this other little guy running around, and we're like, who's that? That's your little brother. What?
Yes.
Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So, how do women get away with having sex with guards in prison?
So, it's not as hard as you think. I swear on everything, I never did. It was never something that I did. I didn't know girls that did. And they find closets. They find...
Let me ask you, why didn't you?
Because I didn't want to get in trouble. I wanted to go home.
Was there a CO that you liked? I mean, I know you got your... It's like, I can kind of see women are being attracted to...
It's a power thing. And to be honest with you, no CO should ever be having sex with an inmate, especially, female. It's a power trip, so but it happens. But yeah, there's a lot of very
Did you see a lot
COs.
of them being forced to have sex with?
I never saw it. I do know that women spoke about it.
When I was locked up in the feds, we would always hear these stories from other COs. They got transferred from Gainesville or different spots like that. And it was just like, oh, I had to get away from there. Like, it's terrible over there. And it would be like, what do you mean? Like, explain. And they'd be like, yeah, those poor girls get raped over there and stuff. We would be thinking like it's girl on girl action.
Yeah.
We're like, no, other COs are doing this.
Yeah. And
now there's a string of women running around pregnant.
Yeah. In California, there's a federal penitentiary in California. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but that happened there a lot. There are actually a lot of girls that are filing lawsuits because they were raped. And I was in FMC Carswell, which is in Fort Worth, which is the medical facility. Now, that's terrible Carswell. There's a lot of horror medical stories that go on there. But there was actually a counselor there that worked on the mental health floor. And he was abusing mental health inmates. So he, in his office, would bring in these mental health women into his office, and he was abusing them. And when they finally found out, and they came in with a light, boy, let me tell you, that room lit up.
Oh, so elaborate. When you say abusing them, you mean like beating on them?
No,
or
sexually.
Sexual relations?
Yes. Yeah, they were mentally, like literally, it was the mental handicap floor. Like these women were.
That's sick. That's sick.
These women were, mental.
Do you know what happened to him, his fate?
I think he got prison time. I'm not sure. Gosh, if some of my prison girls were here, they could tell me, remember his name for me. But he did end up getting time. He got fired.
You said there was a lot of medical horror stories there. Do you have one that you know of that had?
No, I actually never.
Not personally you, but just one that you heard.
That you know that happened while you were there.
Several. So, there were women who were in the hospital. It was an actual hospital. So I worked as an INA, which is a nursing assistant, while I was there. And women would, they would get the wrong medications. They would get the wrong treatments. Doctors would ignore things. Women would die. Several different things. People would, something would happen. You would, something with their leg or something, and then they would let it go, and they would have to end up losing their leg, or, just so many medical horror stories came from FMC Carswell.
What happens when a woman does deliver a baby in the feds or in prison?
I actually was pregnant and delivered a baby myself.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So the third time I went in, I was pregnant with my son, and they send you to Galveston, the medical unit in Galveston. and you're handcuffed to a bed, and you give birth. They do a lot of emergency C-sections there because it's a teaching hospital. And so most of the women that go there to give birth to babies, they have to have a C-section for some reason. So they...
Not by choice, just...
Not by choice. I honestly believe and truly that they'll tell you that there's something wrong with the baby. And so many women come out of there. Too many number of women come out of there with C-sections. So something is fishy. So they told me that the baby's heart rate was dropping or something, so they had to do an emergency C-section. So I was handcuffed, went in to have my C-section. They took him out, they take him away, and they wheel you into the back, into a room with 2 beds. They make you get up by yourself to shower. Like as soon as I had my C-section, I had to get up by myself. And I got to see my son for an hour, and in order to do that, right after giving birth and having a C-section, I had to walk down this long-ass hallway, like in so much pain, just to go see my son and hold him for an hour. And then my family, my mom and my grandma, thank God, came to pick him up. But they rip your baby away.
If no one is there to pick him up, do they go to the state?
Yeah.
Wow. You mentioned you're handcuffed. So even while giving birth, handcuffed to a bed. Wow. Man, the things. If you don't mind, I'd like to kind of, and again, we're jumping around, but I'd like to kind of hone in on the federal sentence. How much time did they give you for that? And the crime itself.
Conspiracy.
The day you got busted with that, what was that day like? And who were you with? Who was involved?
So, another guy of mine, that he was the one to show me how to sell dope on a whole new level, because I had never sold dope like that before. Ounces, kilos, showed me how to make real money. So when I started doing that, and I started working for, he went in, he got locked up. I kind of took over for him, started getting from the Mexicans. And there was another guy of his, who I'm going to put his fucking name out there because he's a snitch. His name is Kerry Etherman. And he was getting dope from us. And he was with a girl who was actually getting followed by the feds. She didn't know it. When she got arrested, it started the conspiracy. She started the conspiracy, Brittany Barron. So when she got arrested, she got caught with an ounce of dope in her, an ounce of dope in her car. Instead of taking her time and going to prison like she should have, she started an open investigation and started a conspiracy.